Alright, morning, man. How's everybody doing this morning? I don't care how cold it is, it still never ceases to amaze me. Josh never wears a jacket.
He must be from where it's cold.
Yeah.
Where you from?
He's definitely a polar bear. Michigan.
Oh, they have this chunk weather than him then.
Yeah. So, yesterday we talked. It got a little off the beaten path a little bit. Went back, watched the video with Jackie, realized a couple things, and sometimes my input, I guess, isn't that great on having the right answer right away. But after we talked about it for a minute, I kind of see a little bit. Me and Jackie talked some, and I may be off base. I'm try to get back on base, but what I'm looking for in these huddles isn't a correction of anything we're doing necessarily intentionally wrong, I guess is what I'm trying to get across. It's not like we're being lazy out there. We're trying to look for something better, okay? So Jackie stops me for a minute and he draws up something like this. Anybody familiar with that?
Yeah. Football players.
Yeah. Football players. So each one of those guys do that job all the time, every time, consistently. Do those guys get coached?
Do they get coached?
Yeah. And Tom Brady,
Yeah.
he get coached?
Yeah.
He'd probably go down as one of the greats. He gets coached. Everybody gets coached. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to find a better process, a better way. So what we're talking about, our process, as far as like ending the day, calling in to find out what we got the next day so we can get the box on our back, start fresh the next morning. We get the right foot off at first. Now, if that process is broke on management or dispatch, getting the route ready for the next day and keeping it the same, something changed in that, and that's not on y'all. That's something on us that we got to measure to get better on. But we got to keep our process of making that call at the end of the day and getting that stuff. So we talked a little bit on idle time yesterday. Something happened with Todd. Summerall Recycle. You got caught up in there, got an idle alert, it was like 40 minutes he had to wait. They had to move a truck out the way, and you're 35 minutes out. It's either wait or you make a trip back there. It's kind of a bad situation. Anything, we're getting some knowledge and sharing on this. I reached out to Tony. He's giving me some suggestions. What do y'all think? How do we keep, that seems to be something that's hitting us. We got Summerall Recycling today. Josh has got it. How do we keep Josh from having that idle time today? What can we do?
What box you got?
That 40 yard over there.
How do they go in there and do it?
Well, right now, Tony's calling them. Like, way in advance. Before he goes out there. Is that a bad idea? Tony's calling them up and saying, hey, I'll be there in an hour and a half. I need that box ready to go. And they'll say, ooh, better make it 2 hours. And he'll give them he'll come back and tell them a roundabout when he can get out there and they get it ready for him. Can we do that?
Yeah. I mean, I usually go, and if they know the day they got delivery, when I go, I swap the box in the inside. I don't sit it down outside. Because usually when I go, they got it pulled out to where all I got to do is pull up in there, and I can put it beside there, move it around with that machine.
Well, there wasn't no way he'd get in there, so it was a truck block.
It was a truck in there. Well, that's usually you got a truck in there, and you got to wait. But I usually have that lady or that guy. If they know I'm sitting out there, they either make him bag up a little bit while I can get in there. They usually don't keep me. I mean, I'm kind of.
What lady, what guy?
It's a guy that always be in there, which they might have changed a lot of people. Kind of older, slim, white guy that always on the truck. Then the lady is always on the Bobcat, young chick like yeah.
She's not there anymore.
Yeah, she there. She in the back. Well, they move her around. She be somewhere. She drive the Bobcat. I seen her yesterday.
The truck that's in there is like one of these CEI.
Yeah. And then sometimes if it ain't a lot, cause like I said, when I went there, he was in there one time. She made him bag up and hold up, cause it didn't take long. I usually come in there and drop beside it, grab it, and get it and get out of it. But it varies. I kind of get in good with them two, because if I'm there, they know it's me. They'll kind of maneuver or shut it down till I get in there. Don't work all the time, but just so far I do. So, but calling ahead, that gives you heads up on it, you know.
And do y'all necessarily have to make a call? Could you call dispatch?
Yeah, you can call dispatch. They'll usually call it for you.
Okay. Kind of get some feedback on it. Do you think it'll help? Do you think it's a process we can do? I mean, Josh, you got it to that. Do you think that'll help you out?
What time you got him going there?
Early.
Early.
I think it's the second pool. He's going on the GP first, so it's probably going to be close to 7:30 by the time you're back here. They'd be open for about an hour. Can you call them up whenever you fix them to leave GP and say, dispatch, can you call Summerall Recycling? Let them know I'm coming so they'll have me prepared, and if they're not going to be prepared, dispatch can call you back or send you a message saying, okay, well, we've put it after your next pool then. We moved it back a pool. Do you think it's gonna help?
I didn't have any trouble last time I was there, so.
I got you.
And if I do, I'm gonna stop and move on to my next ticket. I'm not gonna sit there.
Well, I got you, but even regardless, you still gotta drive all the way out there, so to keep that drive from happening to you.
It's just one of them things. So, go with it.
I understand, but
Some days
we're
it'd be
looking for
good, some
anything.
days-
We're looking for anything that can help us improve. So is it? We know Summerall Recycling. We're not talking about every account we're going to. We're talking about a limited amount of accounts.
Right.
Summerall Recycling, is that one we can call up about an hour or so ahead and say, hey, dispatch, contact Summerall Recycling, tell them I'll be there within 2 hours. Can they have it ready? And if they can't, can you get me another pull ahead of it to where I can get there, get in, and get out? Because that's nothing Todd can do to change that when he's already there. But if we get a prep start on it, do you think that's going to be useful when we find other situations like that? It don't necessarily have to be idle times. It could be a lot of different things. Are we getting to places where they're parking service trucks in front of a place? That this is the time where we need to share the information, get all that stuff in, and find a better way. That's all we're looking for. Not the mile. We're not trying to get life-changing situations. We're just trying to get an inch at a time. Make a big dent after a while. So let's roll out today. Be careful.